I mean, the prices of an RT or where Scatpacks used to be, and where Scatpacks are priced out, Hellcats used to be, and so on and so on. And these cars are just becoming more and more valuable. And so, you know, that makes people want to kind of steal them, part them out.
The motor is a big ticket on that vehicle. It's a $10,000 motor by itself.
All right, guys, so welcome back. Thank you for hanging out, spending a few moments here with me. If you're new, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Now we are having some big problems with these Mopars. It seems as though every video that I see out there is someone getting their Charger, Challenger, Durango, Chrysler 300 stolen, robbed, whatever. I've seen videos of dealerships getting stolen, you know, $600,000+ worth of vehicles off the lot. I've seen people's, you know, Durango Hellcats getting stolen from their driveway. And this video, I'm kind of trying to help anybody out there that has a Mopar, you know, keep them safe. There's been a handful of people that have said that they've just flat out traded their car in, moved on from the brand altogether because it really is becoming a problem. Now in 2020 is when it kind of started surfacing. 2021 is when it became a real big problem. They actually rolled out a software update for your Uconnect.
You would just go to SRT mode, and it's an updated valet mode. Everything looks the same. It's just the car behaves very different when it's in this valet mode after the update. But it's gonna ask you just normally, do you wanna go into valet mode? We'll set the code to all ones and go. And you can kind of hear the car surge a bit when it's getting into this mode, and it says valet mode active. I'm gonna press OK, and you know, it's now in complete valet mode. You gotta enter the PIN to disable. So I'm gonna put this in drive, and I'm just gonna let go. My foot's not on the gas, and it's just idling right now. I'm gonna put my foot all the way down real quick. I'm gonna floor it, and it's floored right now. And we're going 3 miles an hour. Looks like we're topping out at, and it's surging. And it's like almost like a mass airflow sensor. Something's unplugged. It's what it would act like usually, and actually just died. So if you floor it, I was trying to show you guys that if you floor it in this thing, it actually just stalls out. It cuts out.
And anybody out there with a Scatpack and a Hellcat can actually go up to the Dodge dealership and get this updated software. Now, obviously, if anybody wants to steal your vehicle, that's not going to really fully prevent it, but it will make it a lot more difficult. The next thing that you can do, so many of these cars are getting stolen because there's actually a strap here, if you see it in red, that when it gets pulled, the car actually goes into neutral. And there's a piece that you can install that covers this and prevents anybody from having the ability to kind of just crack your window, come in, pop this off, and pull that tab and actually just make your car movable.
You take your new TDS cover, push your strap down in there like that, set the cover in place, and reinstall the screws. They'll enter the car. It'll look just like that. They'll pull up on it. You can't get to it. There's no way to get to that neutral strap to put this in neutral and roll it away.
So with those two in place, that alone is going to really make it much harder for someone stealing the vehicle. The number 3 thing that you should look into is safety security cameras, okay? Both in the front and the back. Personally, what I have in my Charger is I have one that's facing out in the windshield, and then I have one in the back that's facing inside the cabin so I can see what's going on. I go onto my phone, and the second that my car is touched or opened, it immediately starts recording, and it actually has a sensor around the vehicle as well. It starts recording, and if there's any kind of real motion, I get an alert on my phone, and that says that something's happening with my car and that I should look into it. Now, the 4th thing is something that, you know, I wasn't able to do until recently, which is actually keep it into a garage. Really the best way to, you know, kind of prevent a theft is out of sight, out of mind. You know, put it in the garage. They don't even see the vehicle. As very difficult to, you know, kind of break into a garage with being quiet and running around security and stuff like that. So, you know, those are a few things that you can actually do. Another thing that you might be able to do is, if you have multiple cars, make sure to park a car behind it, so that these guys, if they try to actually steal the vehicle, that they actually can't go forward or back, okay? And that's going to prevent them from actually being able to do anything other than just take whatever is in your vehicle. Those are the real options that I have, and I'll tell you, I wasn't going to make a video like this, but it seems to be more and more common. Unfortunately, a lot of people are exiting the Mopar scene because of this, you know, this problem. It just keeps progressing, and that's unfortunate because these cars are really a lot of fun. And, you know, it just stinks that a lot of these guys are having to give them up because of the headache that's attached to it. I'm going to show you some of the footage that I've seen online, and it just, you know, every year that goes by, it just seems to get worse and worse. And this is something that, you know, you can see happening because they're getting much more expensive. I mean, the prices of an RT or where Scatpacks used to be, and where Scatpacks are priced out, Hellcats used to be, and so on and so on. And these cars are just becoming more and more valuable. And so, you know, that makes people want to kind of steal them, part them out. All right, guys, I'm going to show you some of that footage. You let me know what you think in the comments below.
Police have arrested a teenager accused of being part of a group that stole 6 cars in less than a minute from a Somerset, Kentucky dealership. The heist happened at the Don Franklin Chrysler Dodge Jeep dealership around Tuesday morning. Take a look at this surveillance video from the dealership. The manager says the thieves found the keys for 6 Dodge Challenger Hellcats and then drove off. One of the cars had the keys inside. There they go. 5 of those vehicles have been recovered in nearby counties and in Tennessee and Alabama. Police have made 1 arrest in connection with the thefts, 19-year-old Cavies Jones from Alabama. According to court documents, officers arrested Jones near the scene after a high-speed chase.
Well, tonight, a News 6 investigation reveals the parking garages at the Orlando International Airport might not be as secure as you might think. A string of recent car thefts on the property have left victims questioning security.
Investigator Lewis Bolden is working this story, and Lewis detectives believe 4 vehicles were possibly stolen on the same day.
That's right, Lisa, and these are the vehicles that were stolen. All of the victims in this case say they were told by detectives there is no video of the crooks breaking into their cars, which leads the victims to believe there are no cameras in the garages. And get this, detectives believe all of the vehicles were targeted because of their specialized engines called the Hellcat.
It had all the elements: muscle cars, a police chase, not a Hollywood film, but a crime going down right here in our area in the last 24 hours. We want to show you security video. It was taken early this morning as a gang of thieves arrived in an expensive hot rod.
And then stole 2 more just like it right off the dealership lot in Greenfield. Rich Nye talked to the business and police who say this particular car is being targeted by thieves all over central Indiana.